Taxes are voluntary. That's what they say. Taxes are voluntary. I hear what you guys are saying, but let me explain to you what the IRS means. Not the IRS, because understand that the IRS didn't make the rules. They just enforced them. Congress are the ones that made up the rules that the IRS enforces. So when they say that paying taxes are voluntary, what the IRS means, right? What they mean is that they're giving you the opportunity to not just report the money that you earn, because they already know what you've earned. They're giving you the opportunity to file your own tax return voluntary, so that way you can take the deductions that you are entitled to take. So when people say, well, the IRS already know what we made, why, do we have to file our own taxes? You want to file your own taxes because there are tax deductions that the IRS will not give you. They're not going to go through everyone's tax returns and file a tax return and then try to figure out which deduction is appropriate for them. Again, we all have different family dynamics. So if I am a taxpayer that earn that have children, and I have them as dependents, and I'm going to take advantage of child tax credit and the earned income credit, they're not going to take the necessary steps to make sure that I take advantage of all tax deductions and loopholes, right? Your entitlements. So when they say paying taxes are voluntary, what they mean is that they're giving you the opportunity to file your tax return your way and not their way, because if they have it their way, they're not going to give you anything. We have entitlements that we have the right to take, but first of all, not everyone knows all the entitlements, all the tax credits and deductions and loopholes that they are entitled to. Okay, so taxes are voluntary in a sense that they allow you to file it your way, not that you can exempt yourself from paying taxes. That's not what they mean. I know how we say it, how it's being said in the streets, but that's not how the IRS defines voluntary taxes. Okay, so when you hear people say, oh, paying taxes is voluntary, that's not true. Congress enacted the 16th Amendment that allows taxpayers to be taxed on all earned income, all different types of income. All right, so, and the IRS enforces that. So there's no way of getting around that unless we change the laws, the 16th Amendment, So hopefully this helps. And again, I'm not agreeing, I'm not on either side. I want to give you guys the information so that way you are informed. Okay, I keep the emotions out of it because I understand that the system is not emotional. It's a system. They're not human. They don't operate on emotion. They operate on laws. So I just want to give you guys that tidbit, and hopefully this helps.